CBS. It's all here.
Half an hour? All right, I'll be there. Make sure you're on time.
So, did that phone call have anything to do with getting my jewelry back?
Well, lucky for you, you have a reformed jewel thief as a husband. I have contacts the police done.
You don't have to fix this, you know. It's not your problem.
Anything to do with you is my problem. You deserve a husband that goes out on a limb for you, and that's exactly what I am going to be. Hey, pull out! Answer me. How'd you get out of jail? What the difference does that make? I'm out! Ah! And one of these days, I am gonna get even with that lying piece of garbage who put me on the inside. Yeah, hey, that's you, Pilar!
Mike, no, let him go, please. He's too angry.
The guy threw a brick in 1 minute. What's he gonna do next? Run you down with a 4x4?
He was drunk. He'll go somewhere and sleep it off, then he'll leave town.
He's not going anywhere, not until I find out why he's not in a jail cell.
Well, I think that I can answer that. Mr. Ryan?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Paul. How do you do? This is my mom. This is Barbara Ryan.
Nice to meet you. It's Sister Angelica. It's fine if you call me Sister.
Oh, thank you, sister.
I wonder if we might ask you a few questions about a former resident, I guess is what you'd call a guest here at the orphanage.
Yes. I received the message. You want information about Jordan Sinclair?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Well, he's a friend of ours. He works for our company.
I'm afraid I have to ask, what is it you want to know that you can't ask Jordan himself?
It's a little complicated.
I'm sure. But you should know that I'm obliged to protect any child who has been a charge.
There's a very strong possibility that I might be Jordan's mother. Now, is that reason enough for you?
You okay? You look a little...
Stressed. Yeah, I am. The thought of anyone I care about being in the same room with James Stenbeck just gives me the creeps.
He's in a maximum security cage, Jen. It's not like he's going to be able to hurt me.
He hurts everyone, Jordan. It's what he does.
I just wish I knew what was taking Jack so long.
Ah, Jack. A visit from one of Oakdale's finest. To what do I owe this honor?
We all know how you like to play your games, James. Unfortunately, I'm not here to play with you today. I need to ask you some questions.
Well, I always welcome the chance to be interrogated by you so far away. So to speak.
What's up with your interest in Jordan Sinclair?
Jordan Sinclair.
That's right.
Sorry, never heard of the fellow.
As the World Turns is sponsored by Advil Allergy Sinus. Advance to Advil Sinus. Stop allergies that hurt.
When allergies come with sinus pain, my Claritin just doesn't have it.
My Benadryl doesn't have it either.
Even my prescription allergy medicine doesn't have it.
Only Advil Allergy Sinus has it, the pain-relieving power of Advil. So it works two ways. You get allergy relief, plus advanced medicine for sinus pain.
Now I know what all the others are missing. Advil for my sinus pain.
Advil Allergy Sinus. Don't just stop allergies. Stop allergies that hurt.
Hey, how are ya? Hi, ladies. Oh, no. Who is he? What? Oh, come on. You're glowing. You're in love. I am not. Does he have a friend? Trust me. There's no guy. Oh, whatever. Look at that smile.
It's not love. It's New Crest White Strips Premium. Clinically proven to take off up to 14 years in just 7 days. For a smile you'll love.
So how is your love life?
New Crest White Strips Premium. Irresistibly white, irresistibly beautiful. A woman of mystery wouldn't like her volume mascara to clump and spike. Try new CoverGirl Fantastic Lash High Volume Mascara. It takes everyday lashes, expands them, and fans them. A lash fanning brush on clumps as it separates one by one. For a full fan of breathtaking, entrance-making lashes. Forget the spike. Here's one you'll like. New Fantastic Lash. The lash fanning mascara from Easy Breezy Beautiful CoverGirl.
You'd never expect to get beautiful hair from a dandruff shampoo, but you can. Take Head & Shoulders. You'd expect 100% spray-free, but Head & Shoulders has 2 times the moisturizers for incredibly smooth and silky hair.
It's like beauty queen hair.
Inside a dandruff shampoo.
Olay Daily Facials cleanses, tones, exfoliates, conditions, and reveals such an improvement in your skin, you may be inspired to make other improvements.
They say change is good. I say change is great.
Daily Facials from Olay.
It's time to shine! I'm talking Jet Dry with Shine Boost! Beautiful! That's what I call a shine! Jet Dry, perfect shine every time.
Look at you with the healthy new diet.
Oh, you should try it.
With all the vegetables. Doesn't it give you gas? Oh, God, does it ever. If I don't take Beano first. You should try it, too.
You have me worried.
Take Beano before, there'll be no gas.
Tonight, Dave's All New with Bill Murray. And later this week, don't miss Indy 500 winner Buddy Rice. Plus, American Idol winner Fantasia. Dave's All New all this week.
Watch for our anchor's big surprise all this week on The Early Show.
You remember what I was doing when I first came into town, right? I mean...
Of course. Doing anything to get your hands on the Rose of Sharon diamond, which got me stuck on 2 separate islands. Thanks.
Well, the point is, I got to know some pretty good fencers when I was looking for that thing.
I know, so you've told me. But I just want you to know that I'd rather not see my jewelry again than have you hang out with a bunch of people like that.
I'm not going to be hanging out with anyone. I'm just going to be asking a few questions.
You really think someone's going to confess to having sold my jewelry?
Well, I don't know about confess, but I've done some favors for a few people. Maybe it's time to call in a couple.
Simon.
It's worth a shot. Come on, maybe someone might have heard about whether your stuff's been sold. Maybe I can even get the name of a broker.
Hey, I thought you were out. Did you see Margot?
Yes. In fact, I had a very enlightening conversation with her. I think enlightening for Margot.
Listen, buddy, I got to go out for a bit. Can you hang? I really don't want to leave Katie alone.
Oh, yeah. Sitters are us.
I don't need a babysitter.
Yeah. Thanks, mate.
Well, he certainly has stepped up to the plate. Husband-wise.
Yeah. It's really sweet, isn't it? Oh, but now he's going to meet with some contacts to try and get our jewelry back, and I wish he wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I don't want him getting involved with people like that. He just settled scores with a bunch of crooks to try and get back to me.
Katie, do you have any idea how much all of your stuff was worth?
I actually just had it appraised a couple months ago. I think it was around $4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my stick pin and watch are worth about $1,000.
What are you getting at?
Russell Terry made bail this morning.
Russell Terry's out of jail?
He's free as a bird. And just take a guess at how much he had to pay his bondsman.
Oh, maybe about $5,000?
Yes, that's right, my brilliant little bubbler. That's correct. That leads us back to Pilar.
You think Pilar stole our jewelry to get him out of jail?
Yep. And now I've got Margot thinking it, too. So, Pilar better work on a little perp walk, because that little bandita is going down.
Oh, this is great. Great, Henry. You went to Margot, now she's going to go straight to Mike.
Well, the problem with that would be?
I don't want her getting him involved in this.
What are you talking about? You spent months trying to get that thick beluga to think that Pilar was no good.
That was then, this is now. Mike and I are through. And if Margot goes to him and tells him the truth about Pilar, he's going to be here on my doorstep being all sweet and apologetic.
So?
So I don't think I can handle that again, okay?
Russ is out on bail, huh?
Yeah, somehow he came up with $5 grand.
You don't know who posted it?
Well, that can be anonymous, another lovely feature of our justice system.
You showed up right after Russ left. How did you figure you'd head here?
Well, that's just a coincidence. I'm here because of Katie.
Yeah, if you and Mike need some privacy, I was just...
No, Pilar, no. I'd like you to stay with Nicholas.
Oh, what's going on with Katie?
I just came from her place. It was robbed while Katie was at Deerbrook.
What? Who?
Somebody picked the front door lock. Who is another question. Certainly not your garden variety burglar.
What do you mean?
Well, whoever it was passed by the TV, the VCR, the stereo, and went straight upstairs to the bedroom. Our cat burglar certainly knew what he was after.
What do you mean?
Katie's jewelry. He went after all the antique pieces, everything that Mama gave Katie. That stuff was worth money, sure, but it's more of a sentimental value. Katie had a lot of memories attached to those things.
That's a shame, Margot, and I feel sorry for Katie's loss, but I don't know why you came to tell me about it.
Well, I was just wondering if maybe you had some theories as to how it happened.
Jewelry was the only thing that was taken?
Yep.
I mean, Simon's back in town. If I'm not mistaken, stolen jewelry's right up his alley, isn't it?
Claudine. How's it going?
You still have eyes in the back of your head.
No. I just can't forget the smell of that perfume.
Well, it's been a long time. How'd I get lucky enough to get a call from you?
Well, you are the sharpest fence this side of the International Daylight.
What do you got for me?
Actually, I was hoping you'd have something for me.
Look, I don't want you to be frightened for me.
And I don't mean to make things worse for you, but my mother was married to the man. I know what James Stenbeck is like.
The poor man's Hannibal Lecter, I've been told.
You're joking, but you're closer to the truth than you realize. The man is a psychopath. And it's not just about inflicting pain with him. It's a certain kind of pain. The kind that lasts years, if possible, or better yet, a whole lifetime.
Jen, the guy's behind bars. How much damage can he do?
Jordan, he was behind bars when he managed to orchestrate your marriage to Rosanna. And he knew you were Cabot's father before you did, and he was behind bars when he found out.
Okay, so he has some connections on the outside. Still, I have to get in his face. If that's what it takes to find out why he did this to me. After that, he either gives me the answers or he doesn't.
I'm just glad that Jack is arranging this meeting for you. He'll protect you.
No, I don't want protection. This is between James Stenbeck and me. I'd rather not have any middlemen.
Jordan, with James Stenbeck, it doesn't matter what you want. I just wish that you would talk to Paul.
No, that won't make any difference.
It might help you to hear how James tortured Paul when Paul was just a kid. Being James Stenbeck's son has cursed my brother's life. And my mother, forget about it. Creeps me out to think of the things that he did to her.
Look, Jen, I want to know who I am. I want to know where I came from. If the Stenbeck can shed any light on that, I don't care if he's the devil incarnate. If I can come back from that prison knowing even a little bit more than I do now, then it'll be worth whatever I have to go through.
You disappoint me. You used to be a much better liar, James.
Jack, what did you say? I'd met this, Jordan Sinclair?
I didn't.
Oh.
But you ordered Rosanna Cabot to marry him because somehow you knew that Cabot was his son.
Did I?
He went to an awful lot of trouble to make sure that little boy made its way back to its daddy's world. Why is that?
I don't see how this is any business of the Oakdale police. Then why are you so interested in Jordan Sinclair?
I'm interested in my family. Rosanna Cabot's my sister-in-law. Cabot's my godson. You start messing with the lives of the people I love, don't think for a minute that I'm going to let you get away with that.
Let me put your mind at rest, Miss Ryan. You couldn't possibly be Jordan's mother. His mother was killed, sadly enough, which was why he was brought to us.
But that's a lie.
Okay.
That's why we're
Mom,
here.
she's a little upset. Look, if you really want to put her mind at rest, then maybe you could fill us in on some of Jordan's background.
Well, the night he arrived here, I was only just starting myself. Jordan was my first admission.
What year was that?
Oh, let's see. That was the same year I took my final vows. Or was it right after I took my final vows?
And the year was?
Yes, I do remember the year. It was the same year that Notre Dame came from behind in the Cotton Bowl and beat Houston by 1 point.
Is she talking about football?
Let's hope she's talking about football. It would be really great if you could tell us everything that you know.
You do realize there are privacy issues here.
Sister, please. We're not asking for ourselves, but for Jordan. He's very important to our family. We're trying to protect him.
Very well. I'll tell you what I know.
Do you feel twisted, bloated, and constipated? Is your body telling you something's wrong, but you're not sure why? If you have recurring abdominal pain or discomfort, bloating, and constipation, you may have IBS with constipation. Now there's a medicine for women that works at the source of the problem. Prescription Zelnorm. Only Zelnorm's proven to relieve the symptoms of IBS with constipation. Unlike laxatives and fiber, only Zelnorm helps coordinate the nerves, muscles, and fluid in your GI tract, so it starts functioning more normally, and you can start feeling better. Zelnorm is only indicated for women. You should not take Zelnorm if you have a history of diarrhea, kidney, liver, or gallbladder disease, intestinal blockage, or adhesions. If you get new or worse abdominal pain, blood and stool, bad diarrhea, or diarrhea with cramping, fainting, or dizziness, stop taking Zelnorm and tell your doctor. Ask your doctor about getting relief with Zelnorm. Zelnorm. Be yourself again.
It's the reason we went for the 3-bedroom house. It's how I knew I could take the job out west.
The results of your pregnancy test are too important to depend on anything less than EPT. Nothing is more accurate. In fact, EPT is 99% accurate, so it's easy to see what your future holds.
It's how I first knew Benjamin was coming.
EPT. So accurate, we call it the error-proof test. And now there's new EPT Certainty with an unmistakable digital readout.
At last, that true cherry taste has no sugar carbs. Introducing sugar-free Lifesavers.
There are creams made for this part of your body, this part, and this part. But cross this line and you're in Dr. Scholl's territory. They designed their Pedicure Essentials Ultra Overnight Foot Cream to make the toughest part beautiful. Dr. Scholl's Pedicure Essentials.
Fact. Millions of germs thrive on your kitchen surfaces. If you're using a sponge and an ordinary cleaner, you might as well be doing this. Fact. Lysol Antibacterial Kitchen Cleaner kills 99.9% of germs that other ordinary cleaners don't. And for cleaning tough grease, no other leading brand is better.
For my family, I trust Lysol.
Life demands Lysol. That's a fact.
Introducing Stay Free Ultra Thin. The only Ultra Thin with 4-wall protection and exclusive technology to actively fight odors before they start. Stay clean. Stay fresh. Stay free.
For those who live for the thrill of the grill, there's a new secret to grilling that has them all fired up. New Pam for grilling. It's no stick at higher temperatures and makes cleanup a snap. New Pam for grilling. Another reason Pam is America's favorite no-stick cooking spray.
Katie, are you hearing me? Pilar is about to get what's coming to her. You should be over the moon.
Well, as far as Pilar is concerned, I hope Margot throws her in the clink and tosses away the key. But Mike is different. I just can't imagine how this is going to affect him when he realizes how he's been wrong this whole time.
Oh, come on. Enjoy it a little bit. You know, make him apologize. Make him grovel. Bask in it, and then move on.
No, I can't do that. And besides, it's not that easy. He's going to want to make up for what he did. He's going to want to fix things.
Fine. The roof needs some patching. We need a new water pump. A new deck would add so much to the value
I don't
of this
want
place.
him fixing this place, and I especially don't want him trying to fix us. I'm with Simon now, and I can't be torn back and forth again. My heart can't handle it. Don't you understand that?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry, honey. You are such a good friend to me. I don't deserve you.
No, you don't.
I do appreciate you getting to the bottom of this Pilar thing and making Margot listen.
Well, man, I had to do something. I mean, it's bad enough that she had you committed to that nut house, but I thought it would end there. And then to find out that she's in our place, she's stealing our things. I mean, what next?
Do you really think that Pilar would try to hurt me again?
I think she's capable of anything. Have you told Simon the whole story?
Not yet.
Well, I think you should. I think you should tell him about the little senorita, because he's your best protection from her. You don't want to be in the middle? Let Pilar deal with Simon.
We know the guy's got a record, Margaret.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But Katie's jewelry, that's not such a big score. Besides, according to Katie, Simon came back from Australia pretty flush.
So he says, but who knows the cottage better than Simon?
Yeah.
Who knows Katie's jewelry better than he does?
I thought of that too, but according to my calculations, Simon was busy busting Katie out of Deerbrook at the time of the robbery.
Henry's stuff came up missing at the same time?
Mm-hmm. My guess is the thief already found the fence and turned it into cash. Katie's pretty upset about it. And quite frankly, so am I.
Well, I get that, but I'm still wondering what you need from me.
I just need a little help getting the timing straight here.
How so?
Well, Henry and Katie discovered the theft around about the same time that Russell Terry came up with $5,000 for bail. Before that, 2 days before that, he didn't have a dime.
Are you calling me a thief?
No. I'm just wondering where you were 3 nights ago. The night the cottage was robbed.
My wife had some jewelry stolen. Several antique pieces, some Art Deco, some Victorian. There was also a gold bracelet and a ring set with a peridot.
You still know your gemstones, don't you?
What I do know is that any thief with good taste is going to bring the stash to you.
Well, if I had seen these things, why would I tell you?
Hey, listen, I'm not out to bust your business. I just want a description of the person who sold them to you. Because I'd like to buy them back.
Well, I don't know what your finances are like these days, but I still got to turn a profit, you know. You sure you got enough to pay for everything that you want? Well, well. How things have changed.
I wish that there was someone, anyone, other than James Stenbeck who could give you the answers that you need.
So do I. But there just isn't anybody else.
Jordan, think. Think. There has to be someone at the orphanage who took a special interest in you, someone who knew you better than anyone else.
Well, there was one person. Her name was Mrs. Weatherby.
She was the young woman who brought Jordan to us. She said he was 3 months old and that his name was Jordan Sinclair. She said she was a nurse and that she'd been taking care of the baby in the hospital.
You said that his mother had been killed?
Apparently both parents were. A tragic automobile accident. Annie Weatherby told me that little Jordan had no other family, so she wanted to place him here. Then she requested a position here at the orphanage as well.
Why did she do that?
To be near Jordan. She said under no circumstances would she leave him.
So Mrs. Weatherby worked at the orphanage the entire time you were there?
Yep. And she was very kind to me. Like, when I was stressed out about school, sometimes she would sneak in candy and hide it under my pillow. One time, I was really sick, and she stayed up all night singing and holding my hand. Sometimes I felt like I had my own private guardian angel.
The story surrounding the accident sounds like a deliberate fabrication to me. This Weatherby woman must have been Jordan's mother. Didn't that seem obvious to you?
There was gossip of that nature among the staff, but Annie always put a stop to it.
Come on, was it really that big of a taboo to be a single mother even back then?
Annie Weatherby was entirely devoted to the boy. If she was Jordan's mother, she would have been proud to say so under any circumstances. That I'm sure of.
And the last time I ever saw her was the day I left for college.
Well, what happened? Did she pass away?
I don't know, but I remember feeling very strangely about leaving her. Everything was happening so quickly, you know, getting accepted to college, leaving the orphanage. I just remember her handing me my suitcase and my plane ticket and telling me that her job was over.
And that was it? No letters or anything?
I wrote to her, but my letters always came back unopened.
So cold.
The day I left, I told her that I didn't know what I would do without her. She just smiled at me and said, "Don't worry about the kid. You'll be taken care of."
What do you mean by that?
I have no idea.
So it seems you always find a way to spend time with me, Jack. What happens to get bored and decide to beat on Stenbeck?
Oh, believe me, I've got plenty of things to occupy my time these days.
No, right. Yes, your blended family, Carly and little ones.
It's called real life, James. It's got a jailbird with a God complex beat all to hell, I can tell you that.
What do you want?
Jordan Sinclair deserves answers for what you've done to his life.
What are you, Jordan's emissary?
Hey, listen, you want to talk to the guy? Fine with me. I'm not itching to spend any more time with you than you are with me. In fact, there's nothing keeping you from walking out that door. Unfortunately, you can't say the same thing.
Touché, Detective, touché. You're getting nimble in your middle years, Jack. All right. Tell this Jordan Sinclair that James Stenbeck will receive him.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
Give it up, Pilar. That cute little pout doesn't work on me. Not anymore.
Well, Jordan could be my brother. And I just want to know.
Hello. Mr. Stenbeck.
Welcome back. I'm here in this 19th century Victorian with new owners Mike and Shannon Boyd.
Hi, Ted.
We just fell in love with its charm.
Yeah, it's charming. Unfortunately, the roof leaks, the foundation is crumbling, and there's significant termite damage. But I do have good news. I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. Hey, we need to talk about your electrical. Whoa, yeah, we're going to want to fix that.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Introducing Subway Fresh Salads, like our new Atkins-friendly grilled chicken and baby spinach salad with Atkins sweetest honey mustard dressing, and our Atkins-friendly classic club salad with ranch dressing. Now this is how you eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Bright Eyes Mascara. Triple the lift of every lash from Almay.
Good news for those with Medicare. You can get savings on prescriptions. And now, millions of lower-income people may qualify for an additional $600 credit. Only with a Medicare-approved drug discount card. Call 1-800-MEDICARE now for more information on how to save. Because you either have the power to save, or you don't.
You wouldn't use hairspray for perfume? What? Or a sock for a mitten. So why use any other pad to do what a Poise pad does? Poise is the right pad to deal with those little leaks that have nothing to do with your period. And now it's improved. See, the blue got bigger, and Poise got even better to help control those little leaks. Now a Poise pad does what a Poise pad does, better than ever. The right pad just got better.
Watch as this cut is being protected invisibly by liquid bandage from Band-Aid brands. Its Dermabond Hospital technology forms a waterproof, germ-proof seal, so you heal fast with one application.
Hey, wait up!
Band-Aid liquid bandage. Heal better.
Breathing, 0 carbs. Watching this commercial, 0 carbs. Citrusel fiber caplets, 0 carbs. Which can come in handy if your low-carb diet is affecting your regularity. Citrusel fiber caplets, a 0-carb solution to a low-carb problem.
CBS Tonight on Still Standing. When this father and son try to bond, things could get ugly.
I look him in the eye and he gives me that scary dad glare.
Paul Sorvino guest. Then Robert's wife tries to show his mom who's boss. Is the marriage over?
It's not over in here. Because that is in there.
Everybody loves Raymond. And
Gotta run to the grocery store. I'm gonna need somebody to fold these clothes. I don't know if the grocery store is the first place I'd go for that, but good luck.
2.5 Men on television's best night of comedy, CBS Tonight. And cast Bill Murray on a new late show.
America and the world bid farewell to former President Ronald Reagan. Mr. Reagan's casket now lies for viewing at his presidential library in Simi Valley as thousands of Southern Californians gather in his honor. Stay with CBS 2 News for continuing coverage. Ronald Reagan.
This Friday and Saturday, test drive a new career. Call Bryman College now and you can test drive every program they offer. Medical, dental, business, massage, and more. If you've wondered how a new career could improve your life, find out now. Get complimentary pizza and balloons for the kids. First 50 people to book a test drive get complimentary movie tickets. Space is limited. Call 877-424-2575. That's 877-424-2575 now to book your career test drive at Bryman.
CBS Tonight on Still Standing. When this father and son try to bond, things could get ugly.
I look him in the eye and he gives me that scary dad glare.
Paul Sorvino guest. Then Robert's wife tries to show his mom who's boss. Is the marriage over?
It's not over in here. Because that is in there.
Everybody loves Raymond. And
Gotta run to the grocery store. I'm gonna need somebody to fold these clothes. I don't know if the grocery store is the first place I'd go for that, but good luck.
2.5 Men on television's best night of comedy, CBS Tonight. And cast Bill Murray on a new late show.
Kick off the CBS Summer of Fun with the Big Brother premiere, CBS Tuesday, July 6th.
I was here with Mike that entire night.
Is that true?
You really think Pilar stole that jewelry and turned into a bail bond for Russ Terry?
It's possible.
And then you have to be the most ungrateful guy in the world. He showed up here throwing rocks through the window.
And threatening me.
I'll swear to that.
Thank you, Mike.
I still haven't heard Mike say that you were with him that night.
Katie accused me of this, didn't she?
Actually, no, Katie didn't say anything at all. Funny you should drag her into this.
Not so funny. Not after all the crazy accusations she's made.
And you know, that's another thing. Katie seems about as sane as I've ever seen her, which makes me rethink all the things that she accused you of before her little breakdown.
Oh, Katie might be better because Simon back, but that doesn't change what happened before he got here.
Mm-hmm. Don't leave town, Pilar.
I'll walk you out. You really believe all this?
You know what, Mike? My job is to find the truth. That means I have to look at things from all sorts of different angles. Now, don't you think it's time that I looked at things from Katie's side? And if you still care about her, don't you think you could look at things from her point of view?
Russ, I can't talk now.
You called the cops. I just heard it on the stereo. There's an APB out on me.
No, I didn't, I swear.
I'm parked in an alley behind a little dive called Yo's. You better get your little butt over here with some money right now, Pilar. Because if I go back to the joint, you're going to be my date.
Is there any way that we could talk to Annie Weatherby in person?
I haven't seen Annie Weatherby in years. She resigned her position right after Jordan left for college.
Well, she must have left her forwarding address.
Well, I sent Christmas cards to her for a while, but then they all started being returned.
Sister, if we can just find out the date of Jordan's birth, it would give us all the information that we need.
Now, don't you think it's strange that the county office has no records of a child that you raised here? We know that because we checked before we came.
When you've worked here as long as I have, you get used to a lot of things falling through the cracks.
Like this, could you check to see if you have any documents about Jordan? Because it would be really great if we could just take a quick look at them.
I'm not sure there ever was a birth certificate, per se.
You need to have a birth certificate for insurance, the school, any number of reasons. And if this organization receives any kind of federal subsidy, you'd have to have a birth certificate and a social security number for every kid in here.
There have been so many children.
Okay, look, I know you feel like you have to protect Jordan.
Sister. All right, you tell me what you want, okay? I'll write you a check for whatever it is. Olympic-sized swimming pool, new library, whatever you want, okay? We need to have this information.
I couldn't possibly accept a check.
Look, we don't mean to insult you. It's just that, look, Jordan could be my brother. And I just want to know. And my mom just wants to know. And please help us.
What's this?
An apology.
I don't understand.
Look at the light coming through that window.
Oh, yeah, it's afternoon light. It's always beautiful.
And we don't even see it because we're wrapped up in the epic mystery. Who is Jordan Sinclair?
Well, that is a legitimate question.
Yeah? Well, I've got a better one. How did I get so lucky? The most beautiful woman on earth is sitting across from me with the afternoon sunlight in her hair.
Stop.
You don't want me to stop.
You're right, I lied. Go on.
We should be in each other's arms. We should be lying on a riverbank, staring up at the sky and talking about our hopes and dreams. But instead, it's been about James and my past and 100 other things. And now you're scared, and that's the last thing I wanted to do.
Don't, Jordan. Jordan, it's not your fault. This maniac decided to use you for something that we don't even understand. No control over that.
You know, you always say exactly what I need to hear. You are the one steady thing in all this insanity. You and Cabot. If it wasn't for you, I might not have ever known that Cabot was mine.
Jordan, I want to be the person that...
Hey, sorry it took so long. To go. Stenbeck agreed to see you.
When?
Right now. Come on, gotta get moving.
Jack, can I have a minute?
Sure. Just so you know, Stenbeck's been known to change his mind at a whim. Let's not give him that chance. I'll meet you outside.
Jordan, I'm coming with you.
No, Jen, this is my problem.
No.
I don't want you to get mixed up in this.
I know it's your life, but I've stepped into it now, and I want to be there.
No, I've already subjected you to too much.
I don't care. When Jack came in, I wanted to tell you, I want to be the person that you can count on.
Jen, you already are. There's nothing in my life that I want to trust you with, but this is different. When I have to go confront James Stenbeck, I can't have any distractions.
Me.
Please, don't take...
No, I understand. You show up with Barbara's daughter and tell James might not ever tell you anything.
No, it's not just that. If James Stenbeck is as dangerous as you say he is, the last thing I want is to expose you to him.
Oh, God. Just promise me you'll be all right.
I promise.
I'll be waiting for you when you get back.
Sounds good to me.
Jordan, there's something else. I know you probably know this, but I wanted to say I love you.
I love you too, Jen. I think I loved you from the first moment I ever saw you.
The worse my congestion got, the longer my route took. Now, I'm clear to go.
I thought my old allergy medicine cleared up my symptoms. But Claritin D helped me find another level of clear. Claritin Clear.
Claritin Clear means non-drowsy relief from your worst symptoms, even congestion.
I used to focus on my sinus pressure, not the game. But Claritin D gave me powerful prescription strength relief.
Non-drowsy 24-hour Claritin D.
There's clear, then there's Claritin Clear.
Laxatives like that can cause cramps.
Huh?
Try new Phillips Caplets.
What's the difference?
Phillips effectively relieves constipation overnight without cramps because it's stimulant-free.
I'm switching to Phillips.
Phillips, effective relief, cramp-free.
By Mystic River on DVD Tuesday.
Maybe one day you wake up and you forget what it's like to be human.
Academy Award winner for Best Supporting Actor Tim Robbins gives a powerful performance.
No more lies, no more secrets.
Mystic River 3-disc deluxe edition. Buy it Tuesday.
Remember when you loved to travel for the frequent flyer miles?
You find a place?
So who'd have ever thought someday staying home would be more rewarding? Having a baby changes everything.
If you have stains like these, rust stains, limescale buildup, or calcium deposits, you need Lime-A-Way Lime and Rust Remover because it works better than even the leading limescale and rust remover. In lab tests on rust stains, it's clear that Lime-A-Way is tougher. Even after 1,000 strokes, the CLR side is still incredibly stained. And Lime-A-Way's thick formula coats surfaces for powerful cleaning action. All around your house, Lime-A-Way is the expert lime and rust cleaner. So remember, for lime, calcium, and rust, Lime-A-Way is a must.
Ah, the rainforest. Explore it with Huggies diapers. Now with 3 leak guards and the unbeatable leak protection of a snug baby-shaped diaper. Nothing hugs like Huggies.
There's something delicious going around. It's these new reclosable bottles of Ensure, a good source of complete balanced nutrition that goes anywhere you do in 5 creamy, rich flavors. Ensure. Drink to your health wherever you go.
He witnessed a murder, but finding out the truth won't be easy.
His mental age is about 7 or 8.
Don't miss CSI Miami, CBS Tonight. The Emmy-winning Amazing Race is finally back, and better than ever.
Fabulous. We gotta get on that shuttle. Oh my God.
This race is longer, the locations more exotic, and the teams will be pushed to new limits.
You're dead, 2 fat Jewish guys couldn't change a tire.
The new Amazing Race premieres Tuesday, July 6th on CBS.
Where are you going?
You were outside with Margot a long time.
I took a look around after you slept. I want to make sure Russ wasn't out there hiding.
Guess you didn't find him?
Oh, I heard your cell ring.
Oh, someone calling for magazine subscriptions.
You still haven't told me where you're going.
You wanted me out. I'm moving out.
I said that before Russ showed up making threats.
Yeah, he's probably halfway to Chicago by now. What are you doing?
I covered for you with Margot, but I knew you went out 3 nights ago. You never told me where you went.
I was running errands.
At nearly midnight.
Are you calling me a liar?
I'm saying make me believe you. Tell me the truth about the jewelry.
How can you expect me to stay here with you when you obviously don't believe a word out of my mouth? Come on in.
There she is. Did you grill Pilar?
You told Katie what you told me?
Uh-huh, and the more I mull it over, the more I'm certain that Pilar is the one who stole our things to pay for that bail money.
Well, by the time I got to Mike, she was pretty shaken.
Margot, shaken is her specialty. She gave a job as a martini.
Well, Russ showed up there pretty drunk, and he started making threats about getting even with Pilar.
Why would he do that if she bailed him out?
That's what Mike asked, too.
Maybe your theory's wrong.
No, not necessarily, because I leaned on Pilar, and, ooh, she was sweating.
You mean like a guilty person, that kind of sweating? Are you really starting to believe us about her now?
Well, don't you think it's about time?
I do.
Me too. It's obvious, isn't it? I mean, Russ came in and he made all these threats so that no one would figure out that Pilar is the anonymous person who paid his bail.
Yeah, it looks that way. I sure as hell need to find out where that money came from.
Maybe Simon can come up with something.
Where is he, anyway?
Oh, he went to meet with some contacts about getting our jewelry back. And I thought he would be back by now. We've got trouble.
We've had trouble ever since you decided to play chicken with Katie Frazier and her cop sister.
Everything can still work out. I'm getting some money, Russ, soon. Yeah. Enough for you to get away. Far away.
Yeah. Well, you better get it tonight, sister. Or I'm calling that Detective Hughes, and I'm cutting a deal.
You wouldn't.
Try me.
Please, no. way.
Oh, give it up, Pilar. That cute little pout doesn't work on me. Not anymore.
I take my vows very seriously, Mr. Ryan.
I know. I'm sure that you do. I completely understand.
And it would be a terrible invasion of privacy for me to just hand over a birth certificate without permission. I'm late for a meeting with the dining hall director. I'll have to leave you two here.
Well, thank you, sister.
No need for thanks. I'm not doing anything. The records are arranged by year of admission. I'll leave my office back in half an hour.
Where's Stenbeck? He's being walked in the yard. He's being walked. I hope you remember the choke collar. Go get him, would you? I told him I was bringing him a visitor.
Stenbeck says he only wants to talk to Mr. Sinclair.
Hey, listen, he's not calling the shots.
Jack, wait. I appreciate you going up all this trouble for me, but I would really like the opportunity to speak to him alone.
No, Jordan, you don't know him. He's dangerous. Plays mind games, talks in code.
Well, maybe so, but what are the chances of me getting the answers I need if you're here and he doesn't want you to be?
Okay. All right, but I'm warning you, keep a safe distance between you and those bars. Get Stenbeck. Tell him you can see Mr. Sinclair without my supervision. Sure about this?
I'm sure.
Well, I hope to see you back in Oakville.
BK came to me and said, can you design a pouch? They said, make it hot. Please. I'm Ugo. Hot chicken and shrimp.
Hot meat in a pouch.
Cold chili greens. Separate, yes. Together. Ugo needs silence. Pixie. Make love to that pouch. Pouch by Ugo. It's the ultimate lunch accessory. The Burger King bows to Ugo.
Be fresh and confident with Summer's Eve pH Balanced Feminine Cleansing Cloth. Summer's Eve. Enjoy being a woman.
It's not how I look in black. It's how I feel I look in it.
To keep your blacks blacker than black, always use Woolite Dark in the gentle cycle. Always use the Woolite cycle.
If this became my little gray dress, I don't think I'd feel quite the same about it.
Love your clothes with Woolite.
Introducing the 100% fruit juice that's making waves. Capri Sun Fruit Waves with no added sugar. 100% fruit juice, 100% cool.
The sub-freezing technology used by dermatologists to freeze off warts is now available in new Compound W Freeze-Off.
Now removing warts is so fast.
Thanks, Mom. That was easy.
New Compound W Freeze-Off, the method professionals use.
How did we design the Kia Sorento to attain the highest quality? How did it get the government's highest safety rating? How did we back it with such a great warranty and still price it thousands less than the competition? How did we do all this? We worked our freaking tails off. That's how. The obsessively perfected Kia Sorento.
Does Sunless Tanning brand more women recommend to their friends? Neutrogena. Instant Bronze Sunless Tanner shows where it goes, so you see, it's not streaky or fake. It looks like a real back-from-the-beach tan. Would I recommend Neutrogena? I already have. Instant Bronze. Neutrogena.
Got an itch? Scratching tears up skin. Maximum Strength Lenocaine saves your skin from scratching with maximum anti-itch medicine and antibacterial to help kill germs. Lenocaine stops the itch, saves your skin.
Everyone's convinced he electrocuted that girl.
But he didn't, and we can prove it.
This week.
We can't go back to jail. I'd rather die first.
It's a race against time. Kevin Fisher's a fugitive. He's obviously desperate. We consider him dangerous. Now will he be saved? I intend to bring Kevin back no matter what it takes. Before it's too late. The Young and the Restless on CBS Daytime.
gentlemen. Did I not give you a key? Mike,
Look, I need to talk to you.
you look upset.
Well, it's pretty upsetting when you realize you've been wrong about everything.
At least give me till tomorrow morning.
I'm not making any more deals with you, Pilar. Either you get me the money you've been promising me, or I serve you up to our detective friend. Capiche? You are in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Whose fault is that? It's about time you showed up. Jordan. Hi, babe. It's me. I didn't expect you to answer your phone. You probably had to leave it with the guard or something, but I just wanted to say one more time, just be careful. Okay? I meant what I said. I love you, and I want you out of there, okay? Just hurry home. Okay.
Did he leave already? I know Jordan was here to see you today, James. I know it. I begged him not to, but he said that it was something... Oh, my God, Jordan, what
Help me.
What are you doing in there? Where's James?
I don't know. We were talking, and then suddenly he's gone, and now I'm in here.
It's locked. It wasn't locked before. God, somebody please, there's been a terrible mistake.
Save your breath. Save your breath, Jen. No one will listen. I tried. They just keep telling me the same thing, that this is my cell now.
You haven't done anything.
They have papers that say that I have. The guards showed them to me.
No. James must have forged them somehow. That's why he wanted you to come here. He planned it all along.
It doesn't matter. I'm stuck. Life without parole.
No. Why are these files in order of date of admittance? We're going to have to go through every single one of these.
No, maybe not. Sister Angelica said that Jordan arrived the day that Notre Dame beat Houston in the Cotton Bowl by 1 point.
Right.
I got a college website up right now. Never mind swimming pool. You should buy her a faster computer. Here we go. Scroll down. It's not the year I was born.
Oh, thank God. Thank God for that. Let's just hope this nun has an accurate memory.
One way to find out, huh? Diane, here we are. Oh, we got lucky.
What?
Okay. Jordan Sinclair, City of Buffalo, State of New York.
Look, the date proves it. I'm not his mother, but who is?
Just says X here.
And look where the father is.
James.
Hello, Mr. Stenbeck.
On the next, As the World Turns.
You've got this down to a science, don't you?
Making love? I like to believe I've earned the Nobel Prize for that one.
You owe me.
And I intend to pay it. Yeah. I have a very special reward for you. Sure. You have questions?
Who am I?
The Seared